Hello everybody, this is Sztygrys and I want to review a game from IGLO from group I. The black is ToadDrago and white is Muff. Let's see what happened. Beginning is normal. It is still all is good, all is good. And this is the first move that we should talk about. Uh, we can see that black has some stones on the lower side and we want to use them. So we want to create something on the lower side, or we want to create a fight that will use the stones. So the way to create a fight is to play this pincer. This pincer is the most common fighting pincer, because after white plays to the corner, we can play Hane and fight something like this. There will be some fight, and maybe the stone here will help us. If we don't want to make a fight, we just want to create something on the lower side. The most common move is this one. So white can play like this, or black can answer like this, something like this. This is also okay. Those are all normal. Also, there is the possibility for white to go to the corner, and black will somehow get the lower side, for example, like this. Something like this. So all of these josekis take the lower side. Take the lower side. In the game, black chose this one, which is sometimes playable, something like this, but it is an old joseki that is not really popular. You can play like this sometimes, but black is just a bit worse. In the game, black play like this, and this was not a good choice. These exchanges, it looks like black has the nice shape, and he creates something on the lower side, but we gave up a lot on the right side and in the corner. The corner is more white than black's. Black can play like this, and it will be half white, half black. This is a proper move for black. But if black doesn't play like this, like in the game, this is in the future very big, and if white gets it, not only white gets the whole corner, but there is also possibility to go to the side like this. So there is no territory there. If white play like this, black cannot find a good answer. The best, I think, is this one, and we need to sacrifice some stone or get used to the fact that the black has no territory. So the corner is important, and the move 07 is too soon because we don't have so much on the lower side. It would be better to play to the corner or to play Tenuki. White played somewhere else. This split is good. Probably some computers would like to play closer to the corner, but it's still okay. Split is good. Now, this is very interesting situation and interesting move by black, because black played the invasion, and this invasion is very annoying. When I saw it, I did not know how to answer it, because the normal move is capping move that will allow white to either be connected or maybe to attack black to make some influence. But this time there is a supporting stone here, and black can fight very severely, like this. It is very hard to answer this move. And the alternatives are pretty bad, like the game move was here. And it is not good because white is just disconnected, and in the future this will be maybe under attack. Also, in the future, when black will go down, white can only protect the one side. If we protect this side, still there is some Yose, and black can just go into the other side. So there will be no territory on one side, which is also pretty big. So this is also not good. And I couldn't find anything good here, so I went to the computer analysis, And the computer said that it is okay just to play here. This is a very big move and makes white alive. If black plays like this, it's okay because white is already alive. Black gains something, but it is still good for white, and we have a good continuation in the future. So this was the way to play. And black will have to connect his stones, because if he does not, he will get attacked. So this was the way. And also, because of this severe invasion, it is better to play further away, like this, or on the third line, because there is no invasion now. This invasion was very good, and black was strong to find it. Good move at r8. In the end, white got disconnected, like not immediately, but after some moves. Yes. Oh, for example, here this is important to play this move. This is so big. We don't care about this. Even if black play here, we don't have the ladder, but we can just fight or just extend. We can even give up those two stones. They are not so big anymore. Like this one stone is bigger than those two, so it was not necessary. And we can see that black knows it is not necessary to play here, but it is still very big. We will say why. In the future, white played this move, which is not so brave. White could play something like this. This is much bigger, and it is very hard to answer this for black. If we disconnect, white can just extend, and there is some fight that is not good, like this or like this, or maybe even jump at once, and it is very hard to handle by black. And if we play like this, then white can just connect and destroy a lower side. So it is big to play there, but not for now. White played the O10 move. I think it was not the biggest move, but let's leave it. H17 I think was much more important for white. If white played here, we have some edges on the upper side. We can play later at N17, and it is very hard to kill this stone. And the problem is that when black played there is a lot of edge in the corner. When black has the supporting stone at H17, it is possible to just immediately go to the corner. It is very big. We will see some kind of invasion there later. Now white played G1, and I think white played it because it's center and it looks like it gains points, because we just took some points from black. But there were other possibilities that we did not use, and it is actually a loss. Like in Yose, maybe this move would be good if black had some stones like this. Like now, this is very big and good move, but without those stones, it is Ajikashi. We play it too early. Later we would play this one. So now we don't have this possibility. At least white got center and played the very big Q2 move. It is very big. I don't know if this is bigger or this one, because this protects the corner. Black develops the lower side, which is very big, but still the invasion, I think, is the proper move. Again, white got some center move, but there is still clamp. For white, it is very important to remember this move, because there were two situations in this game where white could play it. Here also, black cannot disconnect, because then he loses some stones like this. Probably black would have to play like this and this. but it is also bad. We have some cuts like this and like this, very bad for black. In the end, white played not bravely enough. Yes, and finally invasion. I don't think it is a good point because now white can just play solidly and take whatever he can take in the corner, like like this. It's all right for white because white is alive and have some points. But the Sansan invasion is very severe. It is hard to answer. If we disconnect, black will just make some problems, either living in the corner or cutting at f16. And we can see how this stone is important. Like white needs to here, and now white's on the left also is in danger, and black can almost leave. Like we cannot leave with one move, but we just need to win the semi with the white's group. So I think this would be possible to win the semi. In the game, white played strongly at b15, and it's still better than after invasion in Sanson, because now it is harder for black to make something in the corner. If white plays solidly like this, it is very hard to make a life. I don't know if it is possible at all. So this is how should white play. White tried to disconnect, but black just connected on the upper side, and white leave, but with so few points. With a few points. And in Gotha, black got the n9 move. By the way, this move is not so big. It helps those two stones to not be captured, to not be cut. But now the important place on the board is the lower side. Black has some potential, like a lot of stones on the lower side that make a big open space, and it is important to reduce this space. If we play like this or like this, there will be not so many territory. But if black will get another move here, there will be much more. Like this, black got another move, and now it is harder to go in like this. Black will just cap and kill us. So we need to play like this maybe, or this, which is a bit risky. This is not the move that is needed at all. It is better to play like this, or even again like this. White goes out, and the worst part for white is that black got the territory, a lot of it here. After the edges and corners are taken, this was the most important part of the board, and it was very important to play this. White neglected it. Even instead of just capturing distance, it was much more important to go into this territory, into this Moya. Now we are in a Yose stage, and in Yose it was pretty straightforward. There was some invasion on the upper side, but it was not really possible to live with it. White got some Yose points, but that is all. And black just have more points. Like players plays for some time, but in the end, the territory on the upper side and the lower side, it is more than white could handle. For white, I want to again stress the clamp move, clamp Tesuji, like this. This is very often played. It is hard for black to decide what to play. And similarly in this situation, there is also this clamp Tesuji, very nice clamp Tesuji. And as for the positional judgment, when we want to decide where to play, we first play to the corners, then on the edges, and only then to the center, where the most interesting area is. Like in this game, white has this not so greatly done. Like where was this? Oh, this was the first strange move. Like edges are not yet taken, and we play to the center, and the move that is not really interesting. Like our group is not so weak; it is almost alive, so we don't need to add the move. And later, we did not recognize that the lower side is important. Like you can play on the upper side, like this, but it is not an important place. Important place is here, because black has potential. Black can make it even larger very easily. Just at the move, and it is much bigger. So this is the interesting play to play. And for black, the most important was the first Joseki. This move is not Joseki. You can play like this. This is okay. This, or if you want to be more aggressive, like this, there are many possibilities. I would also recommend this move if we want to take the lower side, and this move if we want to make the fight. The idea is like this. Again, here, 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 and here. And it is impossible to kill this stone for white, which is the most important thing. Also, for black, I would like to say that this is the invasion point. This is the move you should play if you have the H17 support. You just play there, and white has a big problem. If we play like this, then we can just reduce corner a lot. And if white will disconnect, we can fight, and the cut is important to play. So either way, black will get something out of it. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you had fun, and you will play in IGLO in the next season. Thank you all for listening, and have a nice day.